Sometimes it's very easy to tell when someone is an amateur pilot and doesn't have much experience flying drones. So if you're someone that is looking to improve your drone shots, today I'm gonna share a small tip that made a huge difference when I first started out, and I'm sure this will help you improve your shots as well, so make sure you watch until the end. As beginner pilots, it's completely normal to have poor control of the drone, not knowing exactly which types of movements to do and which ones are the best. And even if you look online for some cool moves before we do a flight, we tend to be all over the place with the remote sticks, and we end up doing jerky movements which screams amateur and not really professional. So a good tip to fight this, even if you don't have too much experience, is to commit to a single smooth movement. For example, you can start with a simple push-in shot, which is basically just flying your drone forward, but make it a single trajectory and don't try to correct it mid-flight. If you do, chances are the movement won't be smooth enough and it will be jerky. Just commit to the same flight path without doing any adjustments, whether it's left or right or moving the gimbal up or down. You can film your subject multiple times until you're able to nail a full smooth shot. This is what I did when I first started out, and I noticed that I started to gain more control over the sticks and I was able to produce smoother and smoother shots over time. So after you're done shooting and you move on to the editing, just make sure you cut all those parts where you have jerky movements, where you're trying to adjust the position of the drone, and only use the smoothest movement that you have. Not only does this make your footage look more intentional, it actually shows that you know exactly what you're doing and that you have good control over the drone. You can start with basic movements like going forward or backwards, and then you can move on to orbits, and once you're completely comfortable doing these movements smoothly, you can combine them in different ways, including using the camera gimbal, which will allow you to level up your drone game. To be honest, most drones these days are able to do these movements with a simple click of a button. But in my opinion, if you want to improve your skills as a drone pilot and you want to feel more confident flying your drone, practicing these moves by yourself is the way to go. Not only you will get better at flying, but this can also be a step towards flying FPV drones in the future, if that is something that you might consider doing. In my opinion, being confident with flying these types of drones is a big step into the FPV world. So don't forget, make clean intentional movements and commit to them for a few seconds until you get a smooth clip. If you're not happy, try different angles or other moves until you're happy with the final result. The main thing here is to avoid the little flight corrections and the jerky movements, which is exactly what screams beginner. And that's it guys, I hope this video helped you in some way, and if it did, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm currently uploading one video each week with themes related to filmmaking, videography, and content creation in general. So yeah, if you have any questions, just drop them below in the comments and I'll make sure to answer them as best as I can. That's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.